Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the aimed Naces. What a great start. Aimed. Wow, what a great start. The named Aces video for Ace Combat 5 Unsung Heroes. We're starting off. All the ways to find the Aces are going to be in the video description. But this is Gigantor, I think his name is. And in order to get him, you need to take down the majority of the first two waves yourself. So I'm using the Wyvern here, the XO2. I did a lot of grinding off camera. And we have the XO2 Wyvern, so I'm going to be using that. I also have the Falcon, although I prefer the Wyvern for the XLAA over the TLS. And you'll see what the TLS is later in this video. But the XO2 is basically like the best fighter in the game. So, named Aces, they only appear after you've already beaten the game. And I think you need to be playing on normal difficulty or above.
That's another good.
So we're playing on normal difficulty just to make them appear. And this is Gigantor. You need to take down the majority of the two waves yourself.
Let him get away.
I used to believe that it was like all planes
My only regret.
yourself, but I'm pretty sure I didn't get every single plane in that one. So you need to do, and then this one is this wave here is a lot easier than the first wave. And there's Gigantor up the top there, and he's in a Hawk.
Fighting sucks, man.
One of the training planes that we escaped from Sand Island in. So there he is, he's not that too difficult to take down.
Not fire at the target.
Oh, I didn't kill him. Past Martin, what were you doing?
Oh, what a shame.
Just take him down with a little bit of machine gun fire.
Whoa.
The Wyvern looks great, doesn't it?
Now,
And done and dusted.
I'll show.
So that's in mission 1, by the way. So here we go, mission 3.
Great top cover.
We're going for the ace called ZIPANG. In order to get this one to appear, I used to believe it used to be that you just needed to take down all the NIMROD aircraft. But actually I believe it's taking down all the NIMRODs plus the two missile boats, because as you can see, he only appeared after I took down the two missile boats. But that's him. That's ZIPANG. And he was flying in a 414D, an F-14D I believe. And this is mission 4. And in order to get this ace, you basically just need to take down, he'll definitely appear, you just need to take down some aircraft. And he is MINDRIPPER. See, he's just here, and he is in an F4G, one of the variants of the Phantom.
Protected at all costs.
There we go, MINDRIPPER is done. Now the next one is a little bit, I'm not sure how the next one appears. This is ZAHARADA, you see here, and I think it just depends on how quickly you take down enemies. But he should definitely appear by the time the cruise missiles start appearing. And then here we are in mission 10 for the named ace DUNE. Once you get to the part in the mission where the 8492nd Squadron are attacking the civilian airport, you need to fast track yourself all the way back to where you started. You should really be doing this mission in the FOXHOUND because the FOXHOUND has the highest speed in the game. Yes, even better speed than the Falcon and the Wyvern. So I'm in the FOXHOUND. Actually, I'm in the variant of the FOXHOUND that I unlocked. But regardless, it's still very fast. So you need a really fast plane to get all the way back there to the DUNE ace, take him down, and then zoom back up across the map so you can take down the remaining bombers and targets that you need to do. I can't remember what DUNE is in. I think, yeah, it's a Prowler, I think, an E-6B. By the looks of things.
That either. Are you sure?
And he's gonna dodge me somehow. Maybe because this plane handles like a big crate in the air.
Damn it, AOC bastards.
And no, he evaded again.
Get an attack on a civilian.
I hate this plane. I really like a plane with good maneuverability. Boxes and crates like this are just awful. So the FOXHOUND in its variant is not my favourite airplane.
Transports. So we're just gonna watch them die.
Come on. There we go, DUNE is down. That took forever.
Starts and it always comes to this. No friendly
And here we are in mission 15. We're looking for the named ace Daredevil. He appears alongside this jammer aircraft. So as you can see, this is the mission. This is the mission where we're looking for Nagase after she was shot down. And essentially, we need to shoot down this jammer aircraft. And Daredevil, I think it's Daredevil, isn't it? It's Daredevil, right? Yeah. Daredevil should appear somewhere in the area after shooting that down. He should be around. I just need to try and find him.
Response up.
He's here. I promise he's around. He's one of these planes. I think that's him right there. And he is in an X-29A, which is the second variant of the Tiger Shark. The plane we fly in the very beginning of the game. And that's him. Now, the next ace is in mission 16A, which is Desert Arrow, the big one in Jalachi Desert. And his name is COSM. Now, there's actually two variants of this mission, 16A and 16B, which you actually decide whether or not what one you do by whether you answer yes or no to Chopper's question in episode 15. That sounds a lot... He asks you about if you've listened to the face of the coin, and you basically just got to say yes or no, and that'll depend. If you say yes, you go to 16A. If you say no, you go to 16B. But COSM will appear alongside the AWACS and the refueling aircraft. He'll appear in this general area. So you need to go through the whole mission and then get to this bit. And then you've got to find COSM and you've got to take him down. So I didn't know that about the face of the coin thing, but yeah, basically that's what determines what mission you do here in Jalachi Desert. It also determines what mission you do back at the airport. And there's COSM there, he just flew by me. He's in a MiG. MiG 29M, 21M.
Damn it! I've never seen maneuvers like that before.
There we go, he's nearly... There we go. And then the next one.
In the middle of an enemy formation.
ABLECAIN. 16B, so the second variant of... I think this is... I can't remember what it's called. But once you get to the end of the mission, just like the refueling aircraft, then battleships will appear instead of refueling aircraft in AWACS. And he appears in the edge of the map alongside the battleships. And then you just got to... So you got to get through the whole mission to this point and then take him down. And then here we are, we're in mission 17. This is the mission where Chopper dies, and just after Chopper dies, PROTEUS will appear in FB-22, which is actually the variant of the Raptor. It's an attacker version of the Raptor, which is a really good attacking aircraft, probably the best one in the game. But that's that, PROTEUS is down, and it's just after Chopper dies.
Guys are no demons. We can
I really didn't give myself enough time in the editing process to talk over these clips, did I? And then in mission 18, CYPHER. This is when I think you need to play this on hard. And after you take down enough aircraft, CYPHER will appear in F2A. Nothing too major. Just destroy enough aircraft. And he appears like that. And then finish the mission. And then in mission 18 plus, the 848 second, TWICEDEAD will appear in the third wave. So basically, he will appear. You need to take down all the aircraft rather than retreating, and you need to really be careful because it's too easy to. Because I tried to do this for like 50 minutes before I finally found him. You need to be really careful in the aircraft you attack and destroy. You need to cycle through all the targets available to try and find him. We got him right at the beginning of that clip, by the way. And then in 23, mission 23, there is SWORDKIll. Destroy half of the targets and then he appears in your beginning area. Then you need to just fly back, take him down and then fly in and then finish the rest of the mission. I definitely did not give myself enough time to commentate over these clips. I apologise. I'm going really fast. But that is SWORDKIll. The next one is called Distant Thunder. And once you get once you get Captain Bartlett to the airport and the Grabbaker Squadron appear, Distant Thunder, throwback to the other game, will appear at the very beginning of where you started, essentially. So you got to fly all the way back there, take down Distant Thunder, and then fly back and take down the 849 Squadron. So there's a bit of a recurring theme of the guy will appear at the very beginning of where you started. You've got to fly back, take him down, and come back. There's a bit of a recurring theme there.
Don't make the same.
I think the ace that I had the most trouble with getting was definitely TWICEDEAD in the 8492nd Squadron. But there he is, there's Distant Thunder in a YA-18B. I think that is the variant of the A-10 Thunderhead.
Okay, they're all yours.
And it's just a better version of it, basically. It's a good attacking aircraft. And this is mission
Enemy escort ships doing
26. I'm using the Falcon because this is the TLS. It's a big massive laser that's very good on ground targets. Destroys everything in like one hit basically. And once you destroy all of the ships, a decoder will appear in this mission. Once you destroy all of the ships. It's either all of the ships or all of the airplanes, one of the two. And he appears in a Rafale. Not the Rafale M, but just the Rafale, which is a better version of it. And there's the TLS showing that off too. The Falcon is great for maneuverability and stuff, but the TLS is really not that great. And this is 27, this is yellow. After you fly into the tunnel and take down the core and then pass Captain Bartlett, there he is there, the SU-47 yellow will appear alongside the other SU-47. It's the last two enemies you need to shoot down before you escape the tunnel. And yellow, yes, that is a reference to the Yellow Squadron. Now this one is Replicator. There he is, he's in an S-32. And you need to take down all of the airplanes before... So you basically need to destroy all the airplanes and have a minute remaining for him to spawn in at the very corner of the map. And then he'll speed all the way to you and you can take him down. And then you need to obviously speed back to the Sulk. So there was me, I destroyed the last enemy plane. I had 2 minutes. Replicator is going to appear. I didn't actually... I died like 3 times trying to do the Sulk after this, so I never actually finished this mission.
The most beautiful sunrise.
So I don't think I technically unlocked Replicator's skin because I gave in, I rage quit at the Sulk because the debris got me. But there he is, the Replicator, and a MiG 1.44. But that's it. All named aircraft in Ace Combat. You're welcome. Enjoy.